Hello, welcome. It's that time of the year again, and I'm going to show you all of my favourites from last year, so 2024. I've got some skincare, some makeup, and a few bits of hair care. So I'll briefly touch on hair care first. When it comes to hair, it's probably not my strongest point, to be honest with you. I'm more skincare and makeup, but I do enjoy hair care. And this year I have been trying to get my hair back to a decent condition and trying to grow it as well. It's the last time I'm going to talk about it, but I went to a hairdresser. She put some high lift on my hair and completely ruined it. It all snapped off. So I've been trying to get it back to where it was, basically. And to do that, I found these products really helpful. So the first one is this one here. So it's the Colour Wow Money Mist. This smells so good. It really does. It smells divine, and it lasts as well. Like, the smell lasts on your hair. But the shine and the condition that I've got back into my hair since using this is absolutely incredible. It really is. So I tend to use this when my hair's wet. I'll give it a quick spritz, brush it through, and then just style it as normal, really. But alongside that, I've also been absolutely loving some of the Way products. This one in particular, the leave-in conditioner. I've had this for about, I got it when I went to Paris, I think. So that was in the summer. And I use it every time I wash my hair, and I've only used that much, so I've still got all that left. It lasts ages. It's quite thick. Like, if I turn it up, you see it doesn't move. It's obviously in a spray bottle, so I don't tend to spray it straight onto my hair. I spray it onto my hand, and then I kind of put it through like a serum almost, or like a cream conditioner. And again, just style it as normal. But those two in combination are making my hair so much better. They really are. I absolutely love them. Definitely will be repurchasing those as soon as they're out as well. Also, I'm in the middle of doing a sponsorship with Hairburst, but this video isn't sponsored by them, so this is completely off my own back. But I've been loving these. Not only do they taste absolutely amazing, but I have really noticed, I mean, look at those greys, oh dear. But I only put a colour on my hair about 3 weeks ago now, and I've already got that much growth, which for me is really good, like really good. Normally my hair grows so slowly, but I have definitely noticed that these have increased my hair growth. Like, honestly, I don't know what it is. They've got like biotin in them, selenium, zinc, and other vitamins as well. So obviously, my body needed it and it's benefiting from them. So yeah, these are great. Now moving on to skincare. I've got quite a lot of skincare and makeup actually. I've discovered so many good skincare products this year. I really have. And my skin is absolutely thriving because of them, which, is great. But I found it really hard to narrow them down. But I've got a few devices that I'll show you first. I have been loving LED masks this year, or LED therapy in general. And there's two masks in particular that I had to mention. One being this one. So this is the one from Cure. This is the more recent one. And what I love about this is it's quick. So it's 3 minutes is all you need, and it's got a blue light and it's got an LED or a red LED light. The blue light targets more acne prone skin because it's got antibacterial benefits to it, whereas the red light is more for kind of anti-aging, should we say, because it goes a little bit deeper into the skin, whereas the blue light is more on the surface. Depending on what you want to target, I do both. So I tend to use the blue light in the mornings when I do my routine, and the red light in the evenings. But that's the really good thing about this, is because it's only 3 minutes, it's so quick and easy to fit into your routine. So yeah, it's such a good robust mask as well. It really is. I absolutely love this. But if you want this is about 200 and I want to say around the 250 mark. But if you want a cheaper alternative, then I would say to go for this one. So this is from Mejlin, and I have done a full video on this as well. But this is actually a really good mask, and it goes through 7 different colours. So I go into more detail in that video if you want to watch it. But yeah, they all target different concerns in your skin, and it's wireless. just like the Cure one as well, but it's wireless, so you can stick this in your pocket, you can do whatever you want to do. And this one I would say works over a slightly longer period. So this one you need to leave on really for about, I do about 20 minutes usually. But I do go between the two because I'd say the Cure one is more of a quick treatment, whereas this one's more of a relaxing treatment. So sometimes I'll put this on and I'll just lay on my bed and chill for 20 minutes. Other times, you know, I'll even do the housework with this one on. And yeah, I just whack it on, 20 minutes, do what you've got to do, and then take it off. And this one, nowadays, I won't say I do it daily, I'll be totally honest. I do the other one daily, but this one I tend to do a couple of times a week now. Yeah, this one, I believe it's around, I want to say 120, 140. It's still not the cheapest thing in the world, but it is a cheaper alternative. There are some really cheap ones, you know, on Temu and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's up to you. But I would say this one or the Cure one. And talking about Cure, I've been absolutely loving this. So this is their micro needling kit, or micro infusion system, I should say, because it's slightly different to normal micro needling. So you get these little, I can't take it out because it's sealed, but you get these disposable micro needling heads. So it's nice and hygienic. And you also get the main device. So this is the one I used last time. But yeah, it's a little glass vial basically. And then you screw, I'll show you with this one. You screw the new head, so not this one I'll bin next time, but you screw the new head onto it, and then inside you get these little vials of serum. So this one is the rejuvenating one, and yeah, the other one is hydrating, which is the one I used last time. I use this every 2 weeks. I used to do it every week, but now I do it every 2 weeks. And the difference to my skin since using this is absolutely amazing. It really is. It's so much more even. My dark spots are reduced. I used to have really bad, I mean, you can still see it slightly poking through my makeup there, but I used to have really bad patches of hyperpigmentation there, and they've virtually gone now. My skin in general looks clearer. I don't have as many acne spots, you know, hormonal acne is reduced dramatically. Yeah, and just my skin just looks more glowing and yeah, as I say, more even. I absolutely love it. I really do. It's yeah, it's definitely worth the investment to get yourself into this because I think it's amazing. I'm not the only one. I've had so many influencers, you know, ones that I trust that have said the same thing and they're not lying. This is so good. Also, can't not mention this, which is the Medicube Booster device or Booster Pro. I don't know how long you've been following me, if you have at all, but I reviewed the Medicube Dermashot machine a couple of years ago now, almost when it first came out, and loved it, absolutely loved it. Then they evolved and they brought out the, what was it called, the shot, the collagen shot one, the air shot one, and a couple of others as well, and I got most of them. However, with this one you get it all in one. It's genius, it really is. So it's got, I'll show you, so the booster, that was it, the HR booster, Booster H I think they called it. But yeah, you've got the booster, you've got microcurrent, Dermashot mode, Dermashot mode, Airshot mode, level 1, and the Airshot mode, which is like microneedling, but it's using air, so it's air pressure instead of needles. But yeah, honestly, it is so good. I don't use the Airshot mode as much because I do use the microneedling system, and I also use the VT, which I'm going to touch on in a minute, which kind of do that for me anyway. So I don't tend to use that mode, but I do go between the Dermashot and the microcurrent. I do those 2 alternate days, and the booster mode I use for my serums and moisturizers. Oh, sorry. She's still chatting away. Yeah, so I find that the booster mode is really good because I can't remember the exact amount, I'll pop it down here, but it actually helps your skincare to penetrate deeper into the skin, so you're getting more benefit from it. It is so good, and again, my skin has been thriving since using this. So I just briefly mentioned this, which is the Riedel shot from VT. This one is the 300. I did start off on the 100. I was using that for about 4 months, and this month I went up to the 300. It's fine, it doesn't hurt. Some people say, oh, it hurts. It doesn't at all. I don't know if I've got a high pain threshold, I'm not sure, but it certainly doesn't hurt on me. The trick to this isn't to massage it into the skin, it's to just kind of lightly rub onto, well, not even rub, but just kind of like wipe it onto the skin. And then after a couple of minutes, I do actually gently just press it in as well. And yeah, this is so good. It contains Cica Riedels, which are like tiny little bits of sea sponge, and like microneedling, they also make like little channels into the skin, so it helps your other skincare to absorb better into the skin as well. So again, you're getting more benefit from your skincare. And don't worry, it's not dangerous in any way. Your skin has a cell turnover, so you shed skin naturally. Everyone does. And yeah, it just comes out, you know, they're so small you can't see them or anything, and it just naturally comes out when your skin sheds. But yeah, the 100 you use daily and the 300 you use every 3 days. But yeah, absolutely love this product. I've decided to just feature the one cleanser this year, because this year my skin, I suppose, you know, I'm getting older, my skin's changing, and it's been really sensitive to a lot of cleansers. It's really triggered my rosacea. And this one, although, you know, the others, they are good, don't get me wrong, but this one is one I wanted to feature because I feel that it's a bit of an all-rounder, and it's one that my skin has been absolutely loving. It's from the Round Lab, and this is the 1025 Docto cleanser. I was going to say toner then, cleanser, but it is so gentle, it really is, and I love this. It's a foaming cleanser. It foams up really nicely. You feel like you get that really good deep second cleanse from it, and it's just so nice. It really is. It leaves my skin feeling so soft but clean at the same time. It's not stripping at all. It's really moisturizing, really hydrating, great for sensitive skin. It contains hyaluronic acid, ceramides, which are great for maintaining moisture in the skin and repairing that skin barrier. And yeah, it's just a really good one. And then for toners, I have gone back to this. So I've used that much, and I've had this now for about a month, and I used to use this all the time. Didn't use it for ages, but I've recently gone back to it and realized how much I missed it, because it is so good. It really is. And it's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pore Tight Toner. It contains PHAs and BHAs, which are lovely and gentle on the skin. So not only is it pumping the moisture into your skin, but it's also giving you that really nice gentle exfoliation as well. Again, because of my rosacea, I've been kind of steering away from the stronger actives this year, although I do use tretinoin, but that's it. But everything else, I've been trying to kind of stick to BHAs and PHAs over AHAs, which, yeah, they're the gentler form of acids, which have that gentler exfoliation. So they're better if you have more sensitive skin like myself, but you're still wanting to benefit from a chemical exfoliant. And I have to say, I use this every day and I'm fine with it. But I also want to mention this toner as well. And this is another one from Round Lab. And it's not a milky toner or like a serum based toner like this one, but it's just like your standard clear toner. But again, this is really nice, especially for sensitive skin as well. In fact, this range in general is really good for sensitive skin because it's just an all-rounder. It's really good for all skin types. And then for serums, I mentioned earlier that I use tretinoin, and I use this. So this is the Dermatica treatment, and this is the tretinoin, niacinamide and azelaic acid treatment. It is customized to your skin, so this is my own formula. Whatever you need is what they'll send you. So yeah, I chose to target anti-aging, so yeah, that's kind of like the formula that's in my bottle. But depending on what you want to target, whether it be anti-aging, dark spots, acne, whatever, they'll make up your formula to what you need. It's a subscription service basically. So yeah, that's the one that I use, and I've been using this now for a couple of years. So good, really good. I can't go without it now. I really can't. I am hooked on this. I really am. And yeah, again, you know, with regards to my overall skin, this is a contributing factor because yeah, it's, as I said, I've been using it for a couple of years and I've noticed a huge difference. Like overall, with all the products that I use, there's not really one I can pinpoint and say, yeah, that's the one. But in combination, these have all worked really well for my skin. Also, the Perito Centella, the Wonder Relief Centella Serum, the unscented one. Love this. There's hardly anything left in there. But this is really good, especially if you have rosacea, because Centella is an amazing, soothing, calming ingredient. So it's really good for taking down redness. And obviously, you'll know if you have rosacea, then, you know, you get redness. And this is so good for it. I use this every morning without fail. It's got a really nice cooling effect as well. Not cold, but over about 10 minutes or so, it works in a cooling way as well to calm the skin. And also need to mention this. So this is from Sunboon Editor, and it's the Green Tomato Pore Lifting Ampoule. I love this. I am probably the only thing that I'm most self-conscious about with my skin is large pores. I have been for ages. You know, it's one of those things, it happens when we get older. Our pores are more visible. They're larger, you know, not as much collagen in the skin, so it's not as tight, so the pores are more visible. And this I have been using only on my cheeks, so which is where I'm most pory. So I only use it really on my cheeks, on the bridge of my nose, and I have also been using it on my forehead, only because I'm not really pory up there, but it also contains, I think, I can never pronounce this right, I think it's a volufiline or volufiline. So that is what they call like an alternative to Botox. I don't know how true that is, but that's why I've been using it on my forehead anyway, to try and kind of target my frown lines. But yeah, I'm up for anything with regards to that. I just don't want needles in my face. You know, each to their own. I don't care if other people do. It's just that personally, I don't want them. So yeah, if I can find an alternative, then I will. But yeah, this contains green tomato, which is a really good antioxidant, daisy flower, collagen. Collagen doesn't penetrate into your skin. You know, you can put as much collagen on the surface as you want to. It won't penetrate into your skin. However, it is a really good humectant, so it helps to lock in the moisture. Anti-sebum P, volufiline, and PHA, so another gentle active. But yeah, I've been loving this, and I have actually noticed a reduction in my pore size since using it as well. This is the third bottle I think that I've been using. Having this eye cream from a bib, so this is the collagen eye cream, the Jericho Rose one, and it also contains bakuchiol, which is another alternative, but this one's to retinol, and tripeptide 5 and ceramides again, so again great for the skin barrier. But yeah, this one I like in particular because I use it twice a day. I use this one at night, and I also use it in the morning because it layers really nicely under makeup. I often find, I'm losing my voice, I often find that with eye creams in general, a lot of them don't layer that well under my makeup or under my concealer. It starts to look patchy or it balls up, whereas this one's almost like a really thick moisturizer, so it's really good for under your eye makeup. Now, I have been suffering this year, I will say suffering because it's been a pain in the backside, with dry patches. Again, it's all about getting older, perimenopause and all that, especially around my chin, around here. I have mentioned it quite often in makeup videos, especially if I'm reviewing foundations, and I've recently managed to sort it out, and it's down to this. It doesn't look like this normally. It's like that, but there's a bit more actually I've cut off. Yeah, this is the Astura Atto Barrier 365 cream. It's a really intensive moisturizer. It has these little beads in that burst upon pressure, and it is the most hydrating moisturizer I've ever used, like ever. Yeah, I've got another one coming today actually, so this one I've just used up. This is the first tube that I've used, and I have noticed the biggest difference in my dry patches. I cannot stress that enough. If you suffer with dry skin or dry patches, then get this. Like, really get this, and you'll thank me, trust me. This sounds sponsored, and I promise you it's not. None of this is sponsored. But yeah, I thank this product so much for clearing up my dry patches. It is like my holy grail now. I will not go without this. I use this at night usually. But yeah, they use it in Korean hospitals, I believe. So yeah, it must be good. And then you've probably seen a lot of people have been using collagen masks, myself included, whether they be the sheet type masks that are, you know, full collagen and then they penetrate into the skin when you leave them. Some people wear them overnight. I can't wear those ones overnight. I usually leave them on for a good 4 hours though, usually on a Sunday afternoon. And also the wrapping type masks, where they're like a peel off mask that you leave on overnight. Now I can sleep in those, and this one in particular. So this is from Medicube. It's the collagen night wrapping mask, and this one contains collagen extract, again a really good humectant, niacinamide and ceramides. So again, really good for hydration and the skin barrier. And yeah, I love this, absolutely love it, because like I say, I can sleep in this overnight. You can't feel it when it's on. It's really odd actually. Yeah, you put it on, you leave it to dry down. I usually leave it for about an hour before I go to sleep, and then you wake up in the morning, peel it off, and your skin is glowing, like absolutely glowing, like glass skin. And yeah, it's amazing, it really is. But if you're someone like myself that isn't really keen on slugging, and the reason for me is because I've done slugging before. I used to use their CeraVe one and put that on all over my face, not too thick, but just a decent layer all over my face. But I don't like that, you know, I'm a side sleeper or a front sleeper, and I don't like it when the pillows stick into my skin. So this one, or these masks in particular, are a really good alternative to that because they dry completely down. So there's no transfer onto the pillow or anything. And it still is locking in all your skincare products underneath. But yeah, it's amazing. It really is. And yeah, as I say, you have the best glow ever in the morning after using this. And then I've got a couple of other products to mention. They're not really skincare, so I'll kind of stick them in the middle. But the one is this is from Hairburst as well. This is the Lash and Brow Enhancing Serum. I love a lash serum. And yeah, I've been through a lot, some expensive ones, some not so expensive ones, and they've all worked pretty well. But currently, or for the last month, I'd say, I've been using this one, and it is so good. It really is. Again, I've noticed a difference in the growth to my lashes and my brows. Like, look at my brows. I have got makeup on, obviously, but I never used to get growth. They used to be so thin. I mean, my brows are fair anyway. I am naturally blonde, so they're virtually like see-through. But yeah, I've noticed a difference in the growth of my lashes. I really have since using this, and I love it. Yeah, so brows and lashes, I put that on at night. And then for tan, this year I've discovered this. So this is from Tan Luxe, and it's their Super Glow Hyaluronic Self Tan Serum. So it's a clear serum, and it's so easy to use, which is what I love about it. So I usually put this on at night. I only put it on once a week, but yeah, just at night, I only put it on so I don't look quite as pale as I actually am. Yeah, and I'll put it on to my dry skin. So normally either, you know, do my cleanse, or when I've had a shower or a bath, pop it onto my dry skin, and I'll leave it to sit for about an hour before I do the rest of my skincare. It's actually really hydrating as well, and it doesn't cause me to break out, which a lot of face tanning products do, which is why I love this one so much. So yeah, it's really nice. And as I say, it contains hyaluronic acid as well, so you've got skincare benefits. And I am still, I think I mentioned this last year, but I'm still loving this as an easy tan, which is the Iconic London Prep Set Tan. This is the darker one. And yeah, I don't tend to use this all over my body anymore. I just use it really on my arms, my like chest bone area, sort of my neck. Sometimes I'll spritz this on my face, only if you know, like the night before if I'm doing something. If not, I'll just use the other one. But yeah, it's really nice, and you get that really beautiful instant glow from it as well when you use it. So for makeup, again, I've had to really narrow it down. But starting off with foundation, absolutely love this product. I really do. I've got it on now. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I struggle with dry patches, and even though that moisturiser has worked really well for me, there's still some foundations that still look dry in that area when I use them. This one, it doesn't matter what I've got underneath, it always looks so good and doesn't cling to my dry patches. And it's a matte foundation. Well, it's not, it's more of a satin. They call it Lumi Matte. It's the Lumi Matte foundation from Maybelline. There you go. But yeah, it is so nice. The finish is beautiful. I love it. Everything layers so nicely over it. You don't need a lot of it. You only need a couple of pumps or do your whole face. It's such a nice texture. Honestly, it is the most beautiful foundation I think I've ever used. I love it. Absolutely love it. Also really enjoying for a fuller coverage, although you don't have to have this as a full coverage because it's customizable. Love the Decipher foundation as well. That's really nice. And also the House Labs foundation is like a medium to full. So this one here, yeah, love this one. So those three are probably my top three foundations. This one definitely being my top. Bronzers, the one I've been wearing the most is probably this one here from NYX. This is the Buttermelt bronzer. It is lovely. Not only does it smell gorgeous, it smells like holidays. Yeah, oh, honestly, it smells like, you know, a really nice coconutty suntan lotion. I have the shade Butter Biscuit in mine, which is like that. It looks quite dark in the pan, and don't get me wrong, it is very pigmented, but it's not too dark when it's on. It's actually really nice, like a really nice, I'd say medium, but kind of light to medium bronzer. It is beautiful, really nice. It goes on so smoothly as well, like butter. But it goes on so smoothly. It's really easy to blend. I just love it. But I've also been dipping into this one more this year, which is from MAC, and it's the Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Bronzer. So it's like that. I've got this one on now, actually. It's a really nice natural but buildable bronzer, and I love it. I've only had it just over a year. But yeah, I probably shouldn't really be using it anymore, but I am. But yeah, powders tend to be a bit better than creams. But yeah, and love it, absolutely love it. It's just a really nice finish. But more recently, What's Up Beauty have released some new bronzers and blushes as well, which are like this. And this one is in the shade medium or 20, and it has this like multi-coloured bronze in it, but we've also got some little bits of purple in there. It doesn't look purple when it's on, but what purple does is it colour corrects dullness, so it looks beautiful on the skin. It gives that really nice luminosity to it. It is such a nice bronzer, it really is. I love What's Up Beauty products anyway, but these bronzers are stunning. For blush, also loving this one from NYX. So it's the Buttermelt blush. This one is in the shade You Know Butter, which is like that. So it's a really nice coral shade, but it's got like a very subtle shimmer. So it's, I wouldn't say it's a blush lighter, but you can get away without highlighter with this. I often don't wear a highlighter with it. And also the new Rare, well, they're not new now, but new this year or last year, the Rare Beauty powder blushes, like the luminous ones. Stunning, absolutely stunning. This one is in the shade Happy, and yeah, I love it. I still love the liquid ones as well. These are the best liquid blushes I've ever used. I think I've got about 3 or 4 of them now. This one's Joy, which is more of a coral shade, like an apricot. But yeah, I love them, absolutely love them. For brows, I have to mention these because these have been an absolute game changer for my eyebrows. I don't often say game changer, but they have. Yeah, again, I've got them on now. They're so quick and easy to use. I hate doing my eyebrows. Out of all my makeup, you know, I love doing everything else. Eyebrows seems like such a chore to me. This is the brow like mascara. It's like a tint, but it really is a tint. Some of them, they say they're a tint and you put them on, you like tint wear, whereas this one actually does give off colour. It's really nice and it's really natural as well. So that's what I've got through kind of like most of my brow here. And then these little hair like strokes that I've got at the front here, and also just very minimal underneath, is using the pen. So the pen has on one end, it has one of these. I'm not that keen on them, to be honest with you. I don't get on with that bit. I don't really use it. However, on the other end, you have the tiniest little pen. Look, it's like the tiniest little hair strokes that you can get. It really is, and I love it because it just looks really natural and the shade's really good as well. Yeah, it's just right for me. So yeah, loving these. They're from Fine Art Cosmetics. And then for concealer, I'm only going to mention this one because it's the only one that I've really been getting on with this year, and it's from Rare Beauty, and it's not really a concealer, it's more of an under eye brightener. Well, I think that's what they call it actually. Yeah, under eye brightener in the shade Light, but it's got this little like metal applicator on it. This gives the most beautiful look to your under eyes. I've got it on now, and obviously I have under eye wrinkles, you know, and some baggage as well. But this doesn't look cakey. You know, it's going to crease. Concealer creases. It doesn't matter. Your face moves, it's going to crease. But a lot of them can end up looking a bit cakey. This one doesn't at all. And that's why I love it so much. And it's illuminating as well, so it reflects the light. It's just really nice. It's a really beautiful concealer. And then for mascara, I have to mention these two. So the Sky High mascaras in general, I absolutely love. Been really enjoying this one though. This is the purple one, or Plum Twilight they call it. So it looks like that, but when it's on, it doesn't look purple, like purple. You wouldn't look at someone with this on and go, oh, she's got purple mascara on. It just looks like dark. But it is so nice, and if like myself you have blue eyes or brown eyes, it would look gorgeous with brown eyes. Then it kind of makes your eyes pop a lot more as well. The burgundy one's really good for that too. And also the Primark Extreme Lash Mascara. This is my third one of these. It is so cheap, it's like £3.50, and this is a brown mascara. But if you're looking for a brown mascara, try this one, because it is really nice. The wand's lovely as well. It's like a really nice hourglass wand, and you don't get any transfer with it either, which, you know, sometimes you can with cheaper mascaras, and well, more expensive ones as well. But yeah, there's no transfer with it, or the Sky High either. Highlighters. Now, my all-time favourite, although I can't open it up to show you, is this one here. This is the Mesmerise Powder Highlighter from Rare Beauty. Love it. Absolutely stunning. It doesn't look glittery. It doesn't look sparkly. It just looks like the most gorgeous, intense, but beautiful glow on the high points. And it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I need to get another one because this one is, I dropped this one and it's just powder now. I've had to crush it all up and use it as a powder very sparingly. But yeah, it is stunning. I would show you, but I can't. Maybe I'll put a picture. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. Also, more recently, it's actually quite similar to the Rare Beauty one, is this one from Iconic London. And this is the Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter. So it's a powder, but look, it's like this. And how absolutely gorgeous is this? Honestly, it really, look at that. It gives the most gorgeous glow again, like the Rare Beauty one does. There's no sparkle, glitter. It just melts into your skin. It is a stunning highlighter. Love that one. Also, a bit controversial, but love this one as well from House Labs. Not because it's from House Labs. That doesn't make it controversial because of the colour. So this one is Fire Opal, and it's like this. It's like a duochrome peachy colour and gold. It is stunning. This as a highlighter on deeper skin tones would be absolute chef's kiss. But what I tend to use it as is a blush lighter. So it's like, look at that. How beautiful is that? And yeah, again, I'll swatch it for you. It is just stunning. Look, you've got that shift from like gold to this peachy shade. It is beautiful as a blush lighter. Stunning, really, really nice. I actually put it over the top of like a peachy blush as well, like a matte blush. Honestly, the two together combined, beautiful. And then very lastly for lips is these two here. Love these. This lipstick is the perfect shade for, I would say, any skin tone. So look, and it's got this like little curve, so it contours, look. It like contours the lip so perfectly. It is beautiful. And this is from Sigma, and it's their Infinity Point lipstick in the shade New Mod, which is gorgeous. Honestly, it is the most gorgeous shade. Feels really nice and hydrating as well, but also not so hydrating, but just look really nice and last ages, is the new Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tints. How gorgeous is this packaging? These are beautiful, so nice. They really are. It's like a velvet, almost lip blush, a little bit, not quite as much as the Fui pudding pots. I love those as well, but I didn't feature those. I was going to, but yeah. But it's very similar to that, but it lasts all day. Like you put it on in the morning and it will last you like till the afternoon easy. Well, depending on what you're doing, of course, but yeah, you know, just on an average day, should we say, it will last you all day. But for lip liners, I always go between these two, and not these two colours. I have a whole pot here full, almost full of MUA and pout liners from Revolution. I've got every single colour of both, and they are the best liners, like lip liners, but most affordable at the same time. Honestly, I love them. So the MUA ones are the intense colour lip liners, and these are like £2.25. So cheap, but look, they're so smooth, really smooth, and they're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous formula. MUA makeup in general is so good for the price, but the Revolution pout liners are really good as well. A little bit spicy, they are a bit plumping, not too much, but again, they're so smooth. Look, really nice, love them, both of them. Again, these are like £4. So there we go. There are my beauty favourites for last year, so 2024. I'm really excited for 2025 actually, to see what comes out again in the skincare and the makeup world in particular. Yeah, because the last year has been so good for skincare and makeup releases that, yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see what's to come. So as always, I will link all the product shown in today's video in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!